We all want to be that person that wakes up at 5 a.m., meditates, drinks green juice, and smiles at the sun. But let's be real, most days we are just trying to find where we left our keys while wearing the exact same socks from yesterday. Welcome back to the channel. If you're sitting there right now feeling a bit stuck, tired, or like everyone else got the instruction manual for life except you, I want you to take a deep breath. You are in the right place and you're doing just fine. Please like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. It is so easy to look at social media and feel like we are falling behind. We see people buying houses, starting businesses, and looking perfectly happy. All while we are just trying to figure out what to cook for dinner so we can have leftovers for tomorrow's breakfast. We put so much pressure on ourselves to change overnight. We think that if we aren't making giant dramatic leaps forward, then we must be failing. This constant pressure makes us feel heavy, anxious, and completely burnt out. But true growth doesn't actually look like a movie where everything gets fixed in 3 minutes with upbeat music playing in the background. Real life is much slower, a lot messier, and honestly a bit funnier. Let's look at 3 simple things we do every day and see how switching our approach can change everything. Think about how we handle our daily energy. Imagine 2 people trying to build a fire on a cold night. The first person is impatient. They throw a massive log into a tiny spark, hoping for a huge blaze right away. What happens? They completely smother the spark, the fire goes out, and now they're freezing and frustrated in the dark. That is what we do when we try to change our entire life in one day. Now look at the second person. They start with just a few dry leaves. They blow on the spark gently, they add one tiny twig, then another, and they wait. It takes time, but soon they have a warm, steady fire that lasts all night. Growth is exactly like that. You do not need to throw a giant log on your life today. Just find one tiny twig, like drinking one glass of water or reading just one page of a book. Next, let's talk about how we treat ourselves when we make a mistake. Imagine you're teaching a child how to ride a bicycle. The child wobbles, loses balance, and falls into a bush. If you stand over them and yell, "Why can't you do anything right? You are a failure," that kid is going to cry and never want to look at a bicycle again. But that's exactly how we talk to ourselves inside our own heads. Whenever we mess up a diet, miss a workout, or make a mistake at work. Compare that to how a loving parent actually handles it. They run over, laugh a little to ease the tension, brush the dirt off the kid's knees, and say, "Hey, it's okay. Falling is just part of learning. Let's try again." We need to start being that kind of parent to ourselves. When you stumble, don't yell at yourself. Just brush off the dust, smile at the mess, and try again. Finally, think about how we look at our own progress. Imagine you plant an apple seed in your backyard. You wouldn't walk outside the very next morning, stare at the dirt and scream, "Where are my apples? Why are you being so lazy?" Because you know that underground, out of sight, that little seed is doing a lot of hard work. It's stretching its roots deeply into the earth so it can grow strong enough to hold the fruit later on. Yet, when we try to build a new habit or heal from a hard time, we expect to see the fruit immediately. If we do not see results in a week, we give up. But just because you can't see the progress on the outside doesn't mean nothing is happening. You are building your roots right now. It is completely okay if you aren't where you want to be yet. You don't have to rush, and you definitely don't have to be perfect. The small quiet choices you make when no one else is watching are the ones that matter the most. Be gentle with your timeline. Laugh at the messy days and give yourself some credit for how far you've already come. Strength grows when you patiently walk within. Which of the 3 examples we talked about today did you need to hear the most? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.